Good YouTube, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Ekwa. Today I'm reacting to a battle titled How the Internet Was Built to Cancel Kai Cenat. And why are they trying to cancel Kai Cenat? Love Kai Cenat. So let's just head straight to this video, 70 minutes long.
Okay, so over the past few years, Cenat has become one of the biggest streamers in the world, and he's a very big part of why streaming has become so big over the past few years. And even though Cenat has always made positive forms of content and never really did much to get involved in any sorts of drama, it seems like drama always makes its way to him, and then people try to cancel him for things that he didn't even do. But what exactly has Cenat done, and why do people keep trying to cancel him for things that he didn't exactly do? Well, that's probably why you're here. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Travels with the Biggest Trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into the many failed attempts to cancel Cenat. Okay, so as you all know, for the last 3 years, Cenat has become one of the biggest streamers in the world. He's won the last 3 Streamer of the Year awards. He's managed to become the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time, as well as having the craziest collabs ever, partnering with some of the biggest creators in the world like Mr. Beast, as well as A-list celebrities like Kevin Hart, and some of the top rappers in the world such as Nicki Minaj, Lil Baby, and 21 Savage. He's managed to attain this level of fame because over the years he's been purely dedicated to improving his craft, constantly doing things that people have never done before, like 100-hour gaming streams, being in prison for 7 days, and of course the most notable moment in his career of doing a month-long subathon, and which led to him becoming the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time. And during this entire journey, Cenat has kept his content extremely positive, and he's even helped all types of people all over the world, such as meeting a completely random person in Japan, which led to becoming a very close friend, to giving back money to the family that helped raise him when he was younger and couldn't afford some of the things he wanted, to now traveling to random places in America and helping give to those in need. But even though Cenat has done all of these good things over the years and has always had positive content and never really spewed much negativity on stream, when you're the biggest streamer in the world, even though you do a lot of good, some drama is unfortunately bound to come your way. And some of this drama would be very serious matters, while some of it would be not so serious at all. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this in order the best way I possibly can. So to start off with the year 2023, this year will start off being incredibly bad for Cenat, and he managed to achieve a lot of great things during this year, and I commend him for that because the way this year started, I probably would have been mentally checked out of it all. So Cenat will host a New Year's Eve party on December 31st, 2022 to celebrate bringing in 2023 the way most people do. But this party would end up going completely bad for not only Cenat but some other people as well, and this is a very serious allegation or matter and things like that, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't want to get any information wrong or spread misinformation or offend or just all this stuff like that. So during this party that Cenat threw, there was a woman at the party who went by the name of Jovi Pina. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. She was a popular TikToker with over 120,000 followers at the time, and while she was at this party she would end up getting very drunk, and she was planning to leave the party, but because of how intoxicated she was, she stated that Cenat advised her to not leave and to just go upstairs and sleep it off and no one would bother her or anything like that. So she ended up taking his advice, but in the process of doing that, she allegedly ended up being assaulted. Now once again, very serious matter, do not want to offend anybody, don't want to get anything wrong. And the man that she would accuse of assaulting her was one of Cenat's longtime friends who went by the name of the Jiggy Sack. Now I know I'll probably pronounce that wrong, once again I'm sorry, I wholeheartedly apologize. But Jovi would end up making these entire accusations and this entire situation public on January 6, 2023 due to her asking for help from the parties involved, but she was receiving no responses from anyone, so she decided to bring the entire situation to social media. This situation has really managed to die down now, but I'm not sure if it's resolved or not. I've been looking online doing research and I really can't find much about it. All I know is that Cenat would go live and make his statement about the entire thing, and that would be the last time he would speak on it.
So I went to him immediately. I said, yo, bro, what the fuck you got going on? What am I hearing right now, bro? As soon as he heard her side of the story, I'm representing her, bro. She's hurt. I went to him. I said her story. Complete shock. I'm telling you my perspective. He was so confused on the things that she said.
And a few months later, the man who was being accused, the Jiggy Sek, will also speak up in April of 2023 to tell the world his side of the story and try to clear his name a little bit. But Cenat hasn't spoken on this entire situation since he gave his original statement back in January. Now, as crazy as this situation did look, and as serious as the case was, it seemed like the internet was really just looking for a moment to try to cancel Cenat. Like, people were calling Cenat all types of disgusting things, and they're even still doing that to this day. And they were treating Cenat as if he was actually the person who the girl was accusing of assault. So that was like the very first wave of like trying to cancel Cenat that we would get on the internet. But since then, it seemed like it's been an ongoing thing. So in the month of February in 2023, of course, he had his subathon, which went great, and he became the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time. And after this, it really seemed like Cenat was about to turn all the hate that he was getting in January into nothing but love for the rest of the year. He was taking what was already a very bad year, and he ended up accomplishing probably the greatest moment of his career during the year. And 2023 would continue going great for Cenat all the way up until about August 4th. So on August 3rd, 2023, Cenat would make a post to his story saying that him and another fellow AMP member, Phantom, were supposed to be doing a very big giveaway in New York City's Union Square. This giveaway was supposed to be at 4 p.m. and Cenat and Phantom were supposed to be giving away numerous PS5s as well as a bunch of gift cards to the fans. But you see, the major problem with this was I don't think Kai and Phantom really realized how big they were, and I'm pretty sure they announced this like a few days before they actually did it. So this gave people a lot of time to plan to show up and things like that, opposed to it being like a super random thing. So even though the giveaway was planned to be at 4 p.m., the place was already full of hundreds, if not thousands of people by 3 p.m.
Where Kyle? Kyle! Yo, Kyle, what's up? Yeah, bro, there's like a few thousand.
And some of them were already acting violent and acting out of order and everything like that, which caused the police to completely shut this whole thing down.
Bro, hey! Smack that granny, nigga! Smack that granny! I don't know, should I smack her? Yeah! Should I smack her? Yeah! Hey, yo, granny! Yes! Yeah!
And they would officially label this failed meet and greet as a riot. And this would even lead to Cenat and a few other AMP members getting arrested for this. And the chief of the NYPD will also mention that they arrested over 65 people that day, and 30 of the 65 arrests were actually juveniles. And according to the chief of the NYPD, this would lead to Cenat being charged with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. And people did act out and everything like that, but Cenat was getting a lot of the blame for all of this. And you have to realize it's not like he told them to show up and just completely act violent and do all of these crazy things. Him and Phantom were literally just trying to do something good from the city that they're from and show love to the people that might not have some of these things. But once this whole thing hit the internet, it was over every news outlet and every single page you could think of. Like, they were treating this worse than January 6th, bro, when they stormed the Capitol. I'm not trolling, bro. That's how bad it was on the internet at the time. In fact, even if you look up Cenat giveaway, the first thing that pops up is 2023 Union Square riot. Like it's some form of like historical event or something, bro. Like, it's crazy. But this will all end up working out well for Cenat, because just recently in May of 2024, it was announced that he wasn't going to be prosecuted for any of these charges. All he had to do was make like a public apology and also pay like a fine. So that all ended up working out well for Cenat. And after that, his 2023 would just continue doing well. He didn't let it get to him too much. He kept doing crazy forms of content, continued being the most subscribed streamer on Twitch. But in November of 2023, he had another very good stream idea that would actually end up getting hated on by some people. So at the end of October 2023, Cenat would make an announcement to the world saying he was going to do a 7-day stream from prison. And at first, it seemed like this was a great idea. Of course, this was something that has never been done before. Nobody had done this at all. He was set to have all types of like celebrity guests and things like that over the course of the 7 days. And it was just supposed to be a super lit, entertaining 7 days. And that is what ended up happening while the stream was going on. But per usual, he ended up getting a lot of hate for this on the internet. And it was really from a bunch of old heads this time. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't really from like no younger people at all. But people were saying that this jail stream was like glorifying jail and making jail look fun to kids. It just giving kids the idea that jail is a fun place to be, when in reality it isn't.
When this first hit and I saw like the first piece of a stream or first clip or whatever, I was just like, yo, dude making fun of jail, like it ain't cool.
And when like I was saying this, I really just couldn't believe it because like, bro, Cenat is a streamer. His job is to entertain thousands of people live every day. I don't know what they expected Cenat to do for 7 days. I don't know if they thought it was gonna be like Beyond Scared Straight or something like that. But that's not what it was at all, bro. It was a fun, entertaining 7-day stream that featured a lot of different celebrities and rappers, and it was just all entertainment.
I'm standing on business. I know I let Lil Rainbow get off on me, but it's cool. I'm gonna get him back. We're gonna touch him back up.
Huh? See, you can't say shit like that. We gonna touch him back up.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna touch him back up. I'm gonna wait till tonight. I'm gonna put some Vaseline on me, and I'm gonna slide right in. I'm not fucking.
And after the 7 days ended and Cenat started receiving his hate and all of that, he would just continue going about his life again for the next like month, maybe month and a half, up until January when he got into another controversy because he would go on stream and say his content wasn't for kids.
I don't know who thinks and believes that I make content for kids, but you're dumb as shit. The content that I make is for me and other grown ass niggas, bro. If kids tune in, you gotta call their parents, gang. That ain't me.
Now, I can't really agree with Kyle on this one because not that he wakes up with the mindset of saying, okay, I gotta think of like this entertainment I could think of doing for like this age group or nothing like that. I just feel like a lot of children watch Twitch and stuff like that to begin with. So of course he's gonna have a large children audience. And now we're in 2024 and this hasn't been as nearly as bad as year for Cenat yet, but it is starting to go a little bit bad. So in April of 2024, a woman who does OF would try to expose Cenat for paying to do IRL content, trying to keep this video monetized. And this OF model would try to go online exposing Cenat, saying all these different things about him, which led to people like trying to like clown Kai and make fun of him and everything like that. But Cenat would later go live to address all the allegations and confirm that the girl was trying to blackmail him.
It's coming from you, you're the source.
So that was that situation. It wasn't really that big of a deal. He went live, exposed her, got her about it, and nobody really talked about it at all since, unless they're trying to like make fun of him or something like that. And recently, you guys all know he did a stream with Tyler, which ended up being one of his biggest moments of the year. Because during the stream, he would think that it would be smart to ask Tyler out on a date, and this is how it went.
Tyler, would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you asking for real?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What you mean? Why not?
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me? You
can't do that. On a whole live thing.
Why not? It's true or dare.
Yeah. But we friends though.
You right.
Yeah, we friends.
You right.
Now, this really wasn't a big deal to almost everybody. Literally, it was just, okay, he asked a question, got rejected, let's move on, haha, it's funny. But there was like some people with their think pieces saying like, oh, this is a weird question, it was weird, he made her uncomfortable. Just a whole bunch of like think pieces that made it way deeper than what it was, bro. It really wasn't that serious. At least I don't think it was that serious. But moving forward into like more recent events with Cenat, recently Chris Tyson, who works with Mr. Beast, also known as Ava Tyson, I think, was recently exposed for sharing inappropriate messages with a minor. And it was a very big thing on the internet. Everyone was talking about it, giving their opinions on it and whatnot. All types of streamers like XQC, Pokimane, Valkyrie, everybody, literally anybody in content creation was talking about it. And of course, this would lead to Cenat sharing his opinions on it. But when Kai shared his opinion, he would end up getting a lot of hate because he would misgender Chris Tyson. He was referring to Chris Tyson as like a he, him, and calling him like a grown man and everything like that. And as most of you probably know, Chris Tyson identifies as a woman now. So people were saying, oh, he's being disrespectful, he's misgendering her on purpose, like everything like that. And people will focus on Kai misgendering a person more than the actual problem that was going on. Like, and yeah, I get it, being misgendered is a serious thing. Like, it's very disrespectful to the people who identify as another gender to be misgendered and everything. I get it. But in that situation, that was probably the least important thing to even mention. And lastly, the newest situation with Kai, and probably the worst one of the entire year. Similar to the whole situation with Chris Tyson, one of Cenat's longtime friends, as well as his personal cameraman, was also recently exposed for sharing inappropriate conversations with a minor. Dang, it was getting posted everywhere. Cenat's cameraman is this, and Cenat's cameraman has been exposed for that, and it was just a very big thing. And once again, even though Kai had nothing at all to do with this situation, his name was still being brought down and mentioned in just this terrible light, all because of something that his cameraman did. Like the very first situation we referred to in the video, I can understand why he was getting spoken about so negatively at first, but in this situation, this legit has nothing to do with Kai at all. Like, other than this person was a friend of Kai's, employee of his, and he also worked for AMP as well. And this led to Cenat going live and getting very emotional and just giving his whole opinion on the entire thing.
Apparently, nigga, it's not even apparent, nigga, it's here clear as fucking day. Just got caught talking to a minor who was 17 years old, and it's just fucking annoying when shit happen and shit come my fucking name every time, bro. I get connected in situations. Come relax, bro.
So as he said in the video, he cut ties with Chris and he was officially firing him. And there was people who were like saying, oh, it's weird that he's crying and trying to defend this and everything. In which, yeah, he was crying, but I don't think he defended him at all. He was crying because, like, not only was this his cameraman who's been with him from the very start, this is a person who was also a longtime friend of his who he had to really like completely cut off. And it's one of those things where he actually went live and officially publicly stated that everything about Chris was true and announced that he was firing him, and he still managed to get hate. So just imagine if he didn't go live and talk about it at all. Like, he got hate for doing it, and he would have definitely got hate if he didn't do it. So in these situations, it really just feels like it's no winning with Cenat. Even with all the good that he's done throughout his career, he's definitely done way more positive than negative, and most of the negative doesn't really even have much to do with him. All I can really say is continue doing great things, Kai. Try not to let the haters win at all, because they're waiting for any opportunity, literally any opportunity to get you up out of there. So stay positive, keep doing good things, keep being you, and you'll continue your journey on this path that you've already built for yourself. But that's just my opinion on this whole situation. You guys know that the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion.
That's very an insightful video. Learned a lot, and it's just as you said, all the things that's happening is nothing so detrimental that will cause him his life or his income, anything like that. So yeah. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.